Good evening, and welcome to the Post-Meridian Radio Players podcast. I'm Detective Sergeant hot on the trail of the regular host of this podcast, the infamous Nick Scratch. Other detectives might have given up when the trail led to the underworld, but not this bloke. I'm made of sterner stuff than to be put off by a little sulphur and brimstone. Besides, I think I've found where he is. There's this castle, see, and I found a fresh Funyun wrapper outside. Once I figure out how to lower the drawbridge, I'll finally be able to put this case to rest. But for now, let's dip into the PMRP vault and see what they have on tap this week. Ah, yes, it's another episode of this Redshift fellow that we featured before. Redshift was a science fiction parody featured in a series of PMRP performances from 2007 to 2013, each featuring co-creators Rob Noyes and Michael McAfee as Dr. Alberts and Redshift, respectively. Some of these performances are lost, were never recorded, or have never been released. Tonight's performance was only partially recorded, but we are fortunate to have Redshift himself record an introduction, bridging the missing section. So, without further ado, here's part 1 of the Redshift adventure entitled Dance of the Duplicates.
This is Redshift, interplanetary do-gooder, recording a code 3168 transmission while on the good ship Recalcitrant, to be sent to the Do-Gooder Executive Board of High Command via the Do-Gooder Interstellar Communication Network. Subject: missing segment of our latest mission report. Background: normally at the end of an exciting adventure, the Recalcitrant assembles all video and audio logs that were automatically recorded by the ship's sensors and sends them back to base to be reassembled and stored in the Do-Gooder archives. However, at the conclusion of the events contained in this session, which has been titled The Dance of the Duplicates, we discovered that several minutes at the beginning of the chronicle had somehow gone missing. We, of course, were at a loss to explain the eradication of vital information. I, for one, suspect any of our numerous arch-nemeses are responsible for this. Dr. Albert suggested the culprit might be a nattering nabob of negativity. I hesitate to discount this theory, both because Dr. Alberts has proven to be intellectually superior on such matters, and because I have no idea what a nattering nabob is. Regardless, I have taken it upon myself to recreate the missing scenes via what I like to call narration, a clever stratagem wherein I describe what took place up to the point where the existing footage commences. Here we go. The crew of the Recalcitrant, consisting of myself, my cunning chief mechanic Lumpy, the irascible science officer Dr. Alberts, and plucky communications officer Penny Parker, had just finished a series of thrilling adventures in our never-ending mission of righting wrongs, foiling evil, and unjustifying injustices. Miss Parker checked our communications backlog and discovered several distress calls had piled up while we were busy. We, of course, immediately headed out to rectify them. However, on arrival, we discovered that the distressed victims were under the impression that we had already arrived and dealt with the situations. We, of course, were mystified as to how that happened. Then, at one of our destinations, the planet Anachronisma, upon which resides a race of medieval role-players, we met up with Officer Starkiller of the Galactic Patrol, who promptly tried to arrest us. A noble paladin of Anachronisma claimed that we had appeared a couple of days earlier to answer a call for help involving a plague. Our solution apparently caused various members of the populace to start acting out of character involuntarily, which most displeased them. We, of course, had no idea what was going on, but were determined to find out. We pick up during the discussion among the vexed paladin, mundanized victim Lady Rhonda, the rather perturbed Officer Starkiller, and ourselves. Enjoy the rest of the story. Redshift, out.
Sure. Next you'll be telling me it's all the fault of someone who looks like you.
Now that you mention it, those guys weren't so tall the last time around.
With all due respect, ma'am, you're not helping your case.
But stay! I find I might be in accord. Methinks there's only vague resemblance here. Could not some doppelgangers be about play mischief to confuse us all?
Aren't you supposed to rhyme?
Hey, it's open voice. What you gonna do?
Oh, for a gag! I pray thee speak no more, or at least please hold thy fingers crossed like this. Let us to separate chambers make our way and leave the officer to her good work. Gentles, I bid you adieu.
Yeah, see ya.
Impersonating a do-gooder is a serious crime, Starkiller, and this is a perfect example why. We'll be glad to help you track down those responsible.
There's a ship warping into the area.
It's hailing all ships. How do I start up the conference call?
Just hit conf, then the incoming line, and then conf again.
No, that'll dump us out. Hit star twice, then conf, then the incoming line.
But star twice only works if it's half duplex.
Oh, Penny, what happens if you hit ATIO?
Stop it, all of you. I'll arrange the three-way, okay?
Hello there.
Holy Rama, that looks like...
Calm down, Lumpy. Let him speak and scan the ship while he does. I'll keep him talking.
This is Red Shift of the Intergalactic House of Truth, Freedom, and Peace, responding to your distress call.
Communications handled by the plucky Penny Parker. That's me.
And if you have any science needs, Dr. Albert is here.
We're here to help.
Oh, really?
All right.
You've got it all wrong, my friends. I am Red Shift of the Intergalactic House of Truth, Freedom, and Peace, and I demand you reveal your true identity and account for your actions.
They're unto us, guys.
But Father, you said we'd never run into them.
Quick, activate the H drive and warp us back to you-know-where.
Aw, geez, Stace, how many times do I gotta tell you? I get to say the commands. Activate the H drive and warp us back to you-know-where.
I don't think you-know-where is a real system.
You are so thick, Hobart. Move over. I'll do this.
Ahem, you're not leaving until I get my explanation.
Oh, yeah, your explanation. Like, I'm sending it to your Ansible now.
Ah, there it is. What's it say, Penny?
This is weird. I think it's a love note. It begins, "We've known each other for so long. Your heart is aching, but you're too shy to say it."
Dude, you didn't.
Dude, I totally did.
I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. I've got to make you understand I'm never going to give you up. There's more, but it kind of delves into parallelism from there. Did you guys really mean to send us this?
Judging from the juvenile snickering in the background, I think it was definitely on purpose.
I can't believe you just... This is Red Shift we're dealing with, people! H drive us the HE double space food sticks out of here!
Does anyone else feel comically mugged right now?
Surely we can't be rolled that easily.
What do you say to that, Starkiller? Those lookalikes are clearly responsible for the mayhem on your hands, and you know it.
You may be right, Shift, but I pass judgment on my own time. You'll need to catch those so-called imposters before I let you off the hook.
Oh, we'll catch them all right. Lumpy, what data did you get on that ship?
Oh, well, the SCMOD's readout says it's a subspace utility vehicle, registered in from the Englewood system. I also see that the name was recently changed from Mom's Space Taxi to the Recalcitrant.
Recalcitrant? Intriguing and derivative. Doc, can you scan the residual warp signature?
Oh, most definitely. And with it, I can extrapolate the warp vector from this signature. There are 65 possible destinations plotted along this particular path. An uninhabited asteroid, the fifth moon of Almador, a gaseous cloud simply marked "Stay Away," the planet Shonen B.
Shonen B? Of course.
It all makes sense now.
Well, to some of us, anyway. Shall I continue with my list, or has our destination been chosen?
Consider our destination chosen. Coordinates set.
I guess I'll go fire up the old Hyperion drive. All set for warp.
Ad Astra!
Can't get enough of that sound effect, can we? Well, after another exciting and colorful warp, the recalcitrant finds itself orbiting Shonen B.
Spaceport Control hailing us, Red. We've been automatically cleared to land.
Good, let's head for the spaceport outside Kosu City.
Oh, roger that. Initiating landing procedures. Shonen B. It's so obvious. Why didn't we think of it before?
My question exactly, though not rhetorically. How did you come to the conclusion that those imposters would travel here, rather than to any other place along that warp vector?
It's simple, Doc. Shonen B is the second planet in the placeholder system. While small in size, population, and cultural significance,
Citation needed.
its contribution to modern galactic society is nevertheless extremely significant,
Citation needed.
as it contains the largest source of identium in the galaxy.
This planet-related piece of exposition is a stub. You can help Redshift Interplanetary Do-Gooder by expanding it.
No, they can't, and I wish you'd stop that. Lumpy, tell Doc and Penny what's so special about Identium.
Sure thing. Identium is a very rare element. It's used in making artificial intelligence modules, so it's in very high demand. Prices for a single nanogram of the stuff are through the roof. Ever since it was discovered on Shonen B, a lot of folks have settled down here to make their fortunes mining. It's a real boom planet.
Yes, but only recently have they found that the element has an odd effect on carbon-based life forms such as ourselves.
Oh, I've read about this. Prolonged exposure to Identium can weaken one's own sense of self-perception to the point where, and I'll put this in layman's terms, your ego decides to take a nice little nap. Without it, your id and superego can't figure out who you are, and they end up using external influences to define your entire being. I believe I understand your reasoning for traveling here, Red.
So do I. If those imposters lost their identities while working on Shonen B, they may have tried to make up for it by looking and acting like do-gooders.
Precisely. You two have definitely earned your promotions. And to think, just a few episodes ago, Lumpy and I would have had to explain everything to you.
Earthlings are nothing if not quick learners, Red.
Then I hope you earthlings are prepared for the strangest planet-side mission you've had yet. Nobody on Shonen B is who they seem to be.
We've landed at Kosu City Spaceport, and I bet I know where we're headed from here.
That's right, Lumpy. The nightclubs.
The what?
And so our heroes take a hover taxi directly from the spaceport right into the heart of Kosu City.
When do we get out of this forest into Kosu City?
It'll be a while. These hover taxis take forever.
And so our heroes take a hover taxi directly from the spaceport and eventually wind up in the heart of Kosu City.
Here we are, Kosu City limits. Now to hop on the Magna Rail and take the Fuchsia line to Central Downtown Intersection.
And so our heroes take a hover taxi from the spaceport to the outskirts of Kosu City, where they travel to a Magna Rail train and it takes them directly to the heart of Kosu City.
Stay close, gang. The Central Downtown Intersection station is enormous. From here, we'll need to take the undercity vacuum tubes to the nightclub district teleportation platform.
And so, after a lengthy and convoluted journey involving many amazing methods of transportation, our heroes had better arrive in the heart of Kosu City, or I'm out of here.
Well, I'll be the heart of Kosu City.
Holy cats! Every building here must be at least 100 stories tall. And check out all the neon lights. I bet you can't tell when it's day and when it's night around here.
May I go back to the ship? I forgot my safety goggles.
The luminescence is perfectly safe, Doc, but Penny's right. Time telling by solar standards is impossible in this garishly lit section of town.
And this district uses up so much energy, it's directly powered by the second sun in the system.
Oh, that's amazing. So why are we here?
This is the social nerve center of the planet. It'll be easy to track down the faction responsible for adopting do-gooders as their new likenesses.
There must be 1,000 nightclubs on this block alone. What are our leads?
Oh, we've got one lead for now. I took some time back at the starport to see if I could find that recalcitrant imposter ship. I couldn't find it, but I did see one of our old friends dock nearby. Does the ship named Jean Galt ring a bell?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. That ship is owned by
Violet Spectra, the worst of the disconnectors.
She's always undoing the good that do-gooders do. Crumbs if she's around there. I'll bet you dollars to donuts she's behind all this. She's probably in one of those nightclubs right now, sitting down with the imposters and plotting their next move.
Ooh, yes, she certainly does seem to have it in for Redshift, and if she could profit directly from his misfortune, now she'd do so in a flash. But short of trial and error, which isn't such a bad methodology, really, do we have a plan to ascertain her location?
No plan is needed, Doc. Around these parts, a disconnector would go to only one place. Rapture.
I was afraid you'd say that. It's creepy as all get out.
A do-gooder never shies away from creepiness, Limpy. To the bathyspheres, everyone!
And so, after yet another exotic method of travel, our heroes find themselves in the underwater nightclub known as Rapture. And after a run-in with the bouncers...
It's okay if they're not on the guest list, Mr. B. They're do-gooders. Go on in, guys.
Well, thanks, sis.
They bypass the line and head directly inside.
Get a load of the fancy Art Deco and neon. No wonder Violet Spectra likes this place.
The disconnectors often run criminal dealings from this club. She'd be in good company here with all the other bad apples.
And speaking of apples, that pink-haired girl with the glow sticks looks awfully familiar.
I think your segue needs a bit of work, Doc.
Yeah, well, I tried.
Oh, Frats, it's funny.
Oh my gooses! Hi, Redshift! Hi, Lumpy!
Hi, Bunny.
I just love it when we run into each other like this, don't you? It sure has been a long time, though, since we last saw you. Violet says if she never sees Redshift again, it'll be too soon. But better late than never, I always say. Wait, does that make any sense?
Nothing you say or do ever makes sense, Bunny. And that includes hanging around Violet Spectra.
Aw, Lumpy. You say the nicest thing.
No, I don't.
Hey, this is my favorite song. It's time for dancing.
Actually, Bunny, it's time for us to speak to Violet.
Oh, she's over there in one of the cool corner booths. You know, the one where the seat is round even though you're in a corner? That's so awesome! How do they do that? Anyway, you won't all fit in there right now since she's talking to those 3 weirdos.
3 weirdos?
Yeah, they're all dressed up like it's a masquerade or something. Hang on a minute. Everybody in this place is all dressed up. What gives?
You're on Shonen B. Everybody's in costume here.
Oh, that's right. You sure remember a lot of stuff, Lumpy. That deserves a dance. And if you're embarrassed about not having any glow-in-the-dark stuff, I can lend you some of my jelly bracelets.
I'm not dancing, Bunny. I'm here to work.
Suit yourself. I'm hitting the dance floor like an anvil on a coyote. Peace out.
Corner booth it is. Let's go.
Like an anvil on a... You know, there are times when I am glad that I can't properly parse everything she says.
I still don't understand why Violet keeps her along as a sidekick. She is completely unlike Violet in every way.
Oh, well, Bunny's parents pay Violet a lot to keep her out of their hair. I'm not really sure who comes out ahead in that one.
The rest of us do, of course.
Officer Starkiller!
It's all right, gang. I sent her an Ansible message and asked her to meet us here.
But I'm not here for that. I'm here for the Regency dance.
That explains the Napoleonic getup.
Yeah, but only slightly.
That's enough out of you. I hope you're on the trail of those imposters. You have a full planetary rotation to bring them to me, or you'll be arrested in their place.
We're making progress, officer. Violet Spectra, the disconnector, is sitting over there, and she's with 3 unidentified humanoids. I have a hunch those are the fake do-gooders we're looking for.
They don't look like do-gooders to me.
Huh, she's right. One of the weirdos is a mage of some sort. One appears to be steam-powered. And the one in the black with the Yonk is definitely from Resnor Beta.
Nevertheless, they're worth investigating. Enjoy your dance, Starkiller.
I will. Shift.
All right, now let's make an entrance worthy of a hero meeting an arch nemesis. Pardon me, but is this seat taken, Violet Spectra?
Red Shift. I had a feeling you'd show up. My horoscope today said things are going to get dull and tedious.
And mine said evildoers will get their just desserts today, as they should every day.
My horoscope was better.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your little friends?
Ah, Pratt. Red's found us, guys.
Don't worry, Hobart. He hasn't recognized us. Stay, do something.
Thank you for lending me your black eyeliner, ma'am. You're the best masked mummy ever. We're off to the dance floor again.
Anytime, strange random bystander.
Nice cover, Stace. Now all we have to do is dance until Red goes away. Hope you don't mind the soot.
I like this. It's black, like my soul.
I can't go, guys. My dance was canceled. Why did the suit have to pick a wizard for me?
The suit works in mysterious ways, dude. Just be glad we were able to change before Red Shift showed up. Anyway, we're headed to the retro rocket dance. You coming?
No, thanks. I'll just hang out here until the next metamorphosis.
Hey, thanks, bye.
So, Violet, what do you know about a set of do-gooder imposters? And there's no use lying your way out of this one. We're on to you.
Oh, so you spoke with Dr. Zorex, did you?
No.
Then I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then I'll explain. There's a group of idiots out there running around pretending to be us.
Idiots?
And they look like us, and they're answering the distress calls meant for us. Problem is, every time they go to help, they botch the job.
Botch the job?
Oh, we know you're behind this, Violet. Just tell us which band of incompetents you put up to this and how we can prevent them from future foobarring.
Listen, I've told you once and I'll tell you again. I don't know who you're talking about.
Incompetent? Violet, you tell my hero Red that I am no incompetent.
I don't believe it. You can't even do stealth correctly, can you, Valdo?
Wait a second. You, wizard? You're the Redshift imposter?
I'm not a wizard. I'm a do-gooder. At least I could have been.
Ah, failed out of the Do-Gooder Academy, did you?
Worse, I failed the entrance exam. But I'm a do-gooder at heart. I know it. I just want the chance to crisscross the galaxy, seeking wrongs to right, evil plots to foil, and injustices to injustify. Just like my hero, Redshift. I even ate my Cosmo Flakes for breakfast every day, thinking that would help. I just never read the fine print on the box top.
Warning, eating Cosmo Flakes does not guarantee membership in the Intergalactic House of Truth, Freedom, and Peace. This product is manufactured and packaged in a facility which may have nuts for sale in the break room vending machine. Do not consume more than 3 bowls of Cosmo Flakes in a 24-hour period. Please consult your doctor if you begin to see through time and space by your 5th spoonful.
Son, it's admirable that you want to do good throughout the galaxy, but attending Do-Gooder Academy, or serving aboard a licensed Do-Gooder spacecraft, is the only way to earn your pips. You learn important things about how to do the job right. You learn how to deal with and respect alien life forms you've never met before. And you learn how to shake cosmic barnacles off a planet without reversing its spin.
Oh, I thought Bartham Prime would spin correctly after we wound it up again.
That's just one of many places where you went wrong. You've made a great mess all over this galaxy, and I'm going to make sure you clean it up. Now gather up your friends and hand over that handmade do-gooder uniform.
Give you the uniform? I'm afraid I can't. I'm still wearing it.
Well, that's ridiculous. Have you looked in a mirror lately? You've put on a robe and wizard hat.
Don't you dare say another word, Valdo.
I know I look like a wizard right now, but that's only what it wants you to see.
It? Who's it?
Valdo, I swear you'd better shut up right this instant, or I'm gonna...
Oh, what, Violet? What'll you do to me if I tell them that you're having Stace and Hobart and me test this weird sentient fabric that you stole from Dr. Zorex, and that the fabric can adjust its look to anything the wearer can think of, and you told us that this was the best way we could actually become do-gooders? What if I told them that you're planning to make a killing by patenting the Zorex suit and then exclusively selling it to Zone and B?
All right, hands up. How many of you expected that one?
You've been set up, Valdo. Violet never wanted you to be a do-gooder. She just exploited your dreams for her own twisted purposes.
He's right. Dream exploitation is one of my specialities.
You lied to me, Violet Spectra. You lied to a do-gooder.
Oh, but you're not a do-gooder.
Oh, stop rubbing it in, all right? Do you have any idea how mean you're being to me? I looked up to you. Why can't you just say, I'll be all right, and that you're impressed with my leadership skills, and that I can be a do-gooder in my heart, if that's what I really want to be?
I can't say that, Valdo, because it's not true.
Just say it anyway!
Wow, looks like somebody's got some big daddy issues.
You keep out of this! You angered me, and angered me, and angered me! And that's all that I can stand!
Holy cats!
That suit is turning him into a monster!
Oh, I'm mad as HE double space food sticks, and I'm not gonna take it anymore! Ah!
He's on a rampage! Everyone, get out of the way!
Wow! Looks like this could be the end of everybody. If you want to know what happens next, you are first going to have to sit through this commercial.
Wait a minute. Are you supposed to be me?
Yeah. Look at me. I am the narrator. I can say anything I want.
Great. First, the trip to Kozu City turns incredibly complicated, and now there's an imposter narrator. I give up. Go ahead. Do the commercial if you want. I'm going on vacation.
Did I get the mustache wrong? Oh, that song means that it is commercial time. Friends, you all know that Cosmo Flakes is made from chorus wheat, the triple grain combination of corn, rice, and wheat that means triple grain goodness. It's what makes Cosmo Flakes a delicious part of this space-tacular breakfast. But did you also know that chorus wheat has other uses as well? It is so true. Why, you can use it as a mouthwash, a breath freshener, or a sleeping aid. On cold nights, pour a layer of Cosmo Flakes on your blanket for extra warmth. Sprinkle some on your floor to help vacuum up those hard-to-get particles. It is great for science projects. Confetti, cat litter, upset stomachs, and clogged drains. Farm animals love the taste of Cosmo Flakes. And so do circus animals. You can use it around the shop or around the kitchen. Need makeup for a witch costume? How about a cure for hiccups? Chorus wheat is here. It's good for heart ailments and lung problems. Not verified by any medical research. You can shove Cosmo Flakes in someone's mouth to shut them up. Fling some at a horse to scare it. Did we mention circus animals? Heat them up and use them in your torture chamber. Or protect yourself from nuclear annihilation. Who knew that chorus wheat was so useful for so many things? We did. And remember, you can only find chorus wheat in Cosmo Flakes, the breakfast of humanoids. If these statements weren't true, would we have put in all of this effort to make them up?
Well, I've got to say that I like that Officer Starkiller. I think she and I might have been mates if she ever joined the yard. Next time, it's part 2 of this Redshift adventure. If you like what you hear, you can check out more about the PMRP, including upcoming performances and auditions, at their website, pmrp.org, or their Bandcamp store, pmrp.bandcamp.com. Every purchase helps to support the PMRP and this podcast. Until next time, this is Detective Sergeant Sargent, and I'll be on the case.
This has been a production of the Post Meridian Radio Players, copyright 2024. All rights reserved. For more information about our group, please visit www.pmrp.org.